Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you some more jazz chord symbols and various chords you'll find in jazz. Now I realised in my previous video I made a mistake when I was talking about diminished chords, so I just want to clarify at the beginning of this video the three main diminished chords you'll find. The first is a regular diminished chord, looks like that, which is C, E flat and G flat. And then the next one is a diminished seventh chord, which is similar, but it's got the A in there, so it's C, E flat, G flat, and B double flat, or enharmonically in A. That's a diminished seventh chord. One other chord you'll find is a flat 5 chord, or C minor 7 flat 5. So C, E flat, G flat, and B flat. This is also known as a half diminished chord. Look like that. So it's got the dominant seventh there, B flat. So yeah, sorry about that. I made a few mistakes in the previous video, so I hope this clarifies what you want to know. Okay, I'm going to move on to some more jazz chords now. Okay, so here's some more jazz chords. Now I showed quite a few in the last video, so there's just a few more to cover. One main chord you'll find in jazz, or kind of more blues and boogie-woogie as well actually, is a sixth chord. It looks like that, fairly simple. So it's basically just adding the sixth of the scale. So the sixth in C will be an A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So add that to your basic triad, and you got yourself a C6 chord. It's good for like kind of boogie woogie kind of music. Another kind of chord. Well, another set of chords are extension chords. Now I showed you briefly ninth chords, I think, in the previous video, or with the seventh as well. So you count up the scale, and that's your ninth. And you can change the bass of the chord. Generally, when you're playing extended chords, you'll need to invert the chord differently. That means you don't play, if it's a C chord, you don't necessarily play a C in the bass, because your fingers can't reach that far. So generally, general rule of thumb is you've got to have the third in there. That gives it the tonality, either major or minor. And seventh, if you want to have a seventh, or you want to have a sixth, that's the kind of middle thing. It's like your fifth, but there's no fifth. Generally you omit the fifth, as it's not really necessary in a chord. So, for example, a C7-9 chord, which looks like that, would be E. So it's in major key. Your seventh and ninth to add a bit more spice. Other types of extensions are generally you'll find sharpen 11ths. So if you count up, you'll find that F is your 11th. It's the same as the fourth. And if you sharpen it, you've got F sharp, which is the same as a flattened fifth. Like in a diminished chord, or just a flat 5 chord, you're having the F sharp above your middle tonic. So that sounds a bit complex, but say we do the same as we did with the C7-9 chord. We've got our third, make it a major, seventh, middle thing, then the F sharp as an extension. Kind of jazzy. Now that's quite difficult to stretch. So what you can do, you can play it like that. So it's B flat, E, and F sharp. So B flat is your bass note. The seventh of the chord is the bass. And you've got your major third, bung on the sharp and 11th. It's quite jazzy. You can play the fifth in the bass if you want. The only problem with that, it'll clash with the F sharp. So just to mess around with those kind of things, see what sounds good, get some good inversions. One other extension is a 13th chord, which is basically that. It's the same as the 6th, just an octave up. That's the basic 13th chord. Again, you can, if you do that tonality thing we did earlier, or you got C7 with a 13th. You'll see that quite often. So it'll be like that. That's C7 13. You can also get flattened 13ths, which is like an augmented chord really. It goes on to the next kind of into the next phrase. I think I explained briefly about flattened 13th, like I showed G flattened 13th. Just got E flat as the flattened 13th. In C it would be B flat, E, and G sharp. That's basically those are kind of extensions you'll get. You get sharpened 11ths, flattened 13ths, those kind of things. And that's really all I want to show in this video, and I hope this helps.